Hey, this is Gio with djgio.net. Today we're doing karaoke. I'm actually a big fan of this. We did it at Thanksgiving and it was a lot of fun. But an interesting thing, like depending on the venue, you really kind of need the TV like off to the side or like closer to the audience. So I wanted to try out a way to have the TV and the sound system completely away from like where my DJ console would be. So I'll show you what I got. So this is a 10-year-old TV. It's actually a 50-inch, so it's pretty big. But I did notice with like the Singa app, that's like great, $10 a month, Singa.com or something. You can do like all these new karaoke things. But I did notice that like some of the songs, actually the writing is very small. So getting a bigger TV, I think, is the right way to go. But this was $20 on Facebook Marketplace. There's even people giving them away for free these days. Who would have thought? Looks pretty nice to me. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you. I'm going to start completely from scratch, but actually come around back if you want to see real quick. So I do have plugged into the back here, this is a ChromeCast. And what's even cooler is that this TV supports USB power. So I've got it just plugged in, daisy chained in, and that's what we're going to use to wirelessly transmit the video signal. Now, the only cord coming off the TV is this, which is their power cord. And this is an Anker 521, which can do up to 200 watts. So the TV only pulls up to 120, so we're good there. But I did find that it basically only can go for about 2 hours on a full charge. So maybe we'll have to get a bigger battery pack. But for trial, this is pretty cool. So the TV is off right now, no power. I'm going to turn on the Anker. All right, it's just at 69%, I was just charging it. Okay, so now the inverter's on, you can see the TV's now getting power. I'm gonna power this up, don't need the remote. It's nice to have a system where you don't need the remote. And let's see, we're gonna see how this works. We may have to like reboot it, but ChromeCast right now is not connected to the home Wi-Fi network at all. It's just going to be looking for the Wi-Fi. But I'm also going to turn on the wireless mic transmitter that's down there. Oh, it found a link. That's pretty cool. But I'll show you that the ChromeCast is attached to my Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone. The mics, check one, check one, check one. Check one, check one. Okay, the mics are going through. Okay, can't connect to Wi-Fi. So that's what I wanted to show you. But the mics are wireless. This is a Partybox 320 Bluetooth speaker. Great piece of equipment. Be nice, I could even put this up on like my toolbox so it's at height. But let's see. Check mic one, check mic one. All right, the wireless mics are working, which is super cool, both of them. Mute these for now. You like my silicone covers? And I wrote down on the transmitter which one is blue and which one is red, so I can control the volume. Super cool little $120 mic system. They say these are great for karaoke. Check one, check one. All right, and the JBL works really well with no feedback and stuff like that. So put these aside for now. That can't connect to Wi-Fi. The reason we're shooting this on the iPhone 8 is because I want to show you, I'm now going to activate my hotspot, and I'll just like let this sit on that, like allow people to join, and we'll see if how long it takes the hotspot to connect. The other thing I'm going to do in the meantime is, so say I'm over here on so here's my laptop. I'm going to turn on my Wi-Fi, and I'm going to also connect to the hotspot. look, it says connecting over there, connecting to DJ Geo. All right, so it found the hotspot. It's the 3G speed isn't that fast here at the house, but okay, we're on. So both the laptop and the ChromeCast are connected to my phone, which is now the router, right? So, and that's usually what I do at my gigs for like Apple Music integration. I use a hotspot, so I kind of just plug my phone in and just lay it down. Okay, here's where it gets cool. So since I did the setup where the ChromeCast will automatically connect to my iPhone as long as I allow it to for the hotspot, now we're on the Singa app, and of course let's do one of the most popular. We'll do this one, Last Christmas. But before I do that, let me pause and I'll show you that, you know, like I said, everything's wireless, so this is going to be away from the TV and the speaker system. I'm going to connect the sound is, you can see it says JBL Partybox. That's via Bluetooth. Okay, so the laptop is going to output the sound to the speaker via Bluetooth, and then here's where it gets cool. The laptop is going to cast the entire screen to, well, that's weird. It's not finding the ChromeCast. So let me shut down Chrome and reboot it. Okay, so I'm going to go cast, looking for devices. Okay, here we go. Nope, it didn't find it. That's strange. Oh. I gotta be connected to my hotspot, that's why. I don't know why. Do I have to allow? Let's try connecting to the known Wi-Fi, and then I'll go back to my hotspot. Okay, so now this is on that, and then, because it was finding devices on the other Wi-Fi. So let's try cast again. Cast. Okay, there's the Karaoke TV. As long as the hotspot is the router for both of them, it's going to find Karaoke TV. The other important thing is that in order to cast the audio separate from the screen, so I'm transmitting the audio via Bluetooth or line to my mixer from my laptop, I have to use cast entire screen as opposed to cast tab. When you cast the tab on ChromeCast, it also sends the audio, which is not what we want. We kind of want to send the audio separately because it's going to either go to this, my big sound system, or that one. But as you can see, it's casting the entire screen, right? And actually I gotta change it to cast screen. So I'll stop this and then choose sources, cast screen. Did you see that? Gotta choose source, cast screen, and then, and it even reminds you to share the audio, share a tab instead. Doing Google, like casting from Google Chrome on a Mac, you do have to do some permissions. So network and audio video recording of your screen. So once those were set up in privacy, it worked great. Okay, so now I can go to the Singa app. And like I said, it's a little bit slow because it's running on a hotspot right now, but let's do, these are all the popular ones. Let's do this one. And you can see it's a little bit delayed, but not too bad. And the cool thing right now is, like, I could just kind of be off to the corner and set this system up somewhere else. I'll make this full screen. And it seems to be pretty much in sync. I think lyrics are a perfect thing to send on ChromeCast.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
So you can see it's kind of pixelating a little bit, but that's why it's important to send the audio separately. The only thing is, like, since I'm sending from the laptop screen, I can't use the laptop to queue up any music, so that's why I'd probably want to queue up the next song or something on my iPhone or somewhere in the app to figure out like what people would want to sing next. But yeah, I think this is going to work. I think the coolest thing about this is that like this TV could just stand anywhere in the room with the mics and this speaker, because everything's battery powered, and then I could send the lyrics that are pretty much in sync, the video going via ChromeCast and the audio going on Bluetooth. There are HDMI transmitters that I probably could use, but this ChromeCast thing, since I create the hotspot anyway with my phone and I already had the ChromeCast, I think it's working pretty good. So thanks for watching. I'm sure we'll do some videos out there in the field to see how this works out, but good to be wireless, let me put it that way.